Hi guys, so I'm back to do a quick flip through of some naked hardcover journals with you. Now I've made 5 and they're all the same with just a few differences. So I've got 3 maroon, 1 blue, 1 green, but they all have the same papers inside, and the only few differences are maybe where I've used like an encyclopedia page or something that has a picture on it. Of course, they're from the same book, but each journal will have a different picture on it. And I think there was a card in each journal that the card is different, but otherwise they're kind of the same. Anyway, these were some Reader's Digest books that they were pretty plain covers. It's kind of got a semi-gloss. The covers were in really good nick. So these ones I thought I would turn into naked journals. And when I say naked, it means that it's unembellished and there's not a lot of pockets or tags and tucks and ephemera and all that sort of stuff in there. So it's just pretty much different pages sewn together so that you've got a journal. It's like a writing journal basically that you can embellish, make your own pockets, paint, glue, stick, write, whatever in. Just for people that like to do it themselves kind of thing. The covers did have this gold writing down the side there. It said something like select editions or something, which I didn't really like. And it also had the gold writing down the spine. Each of these books had 4 or 5 different stories within the same book, so it had the title of each, and the titles weren't very appealing or anything. I mean, nothing special, so I decided to cover them over. I have reinforced the spines, but you'll see that I've kept them rounded, and they are reinforced, but they're semi-soft, so they have a little bit of give, which is intentional. So the front cover, I've got some vintage fabric and I have stitched around. This is actually sewn straight onto the book board, all the way around. They've got 3 signatures. I don't know how many pages. I didn't count them. The Etsy listing will have the size and number of pages and all that sort of stuff in it. Anyway, since they're all pretty much the same, I'm just going to do a flip through of one. Maybe just point out the different picture pages in the others, just so if you want one you can pick which one you prefer, but they're pretty much the same. Okay, I'll flip through this one because this is journal number 1. I have numbered them 1 to 5. Even though they're pretty much the same, I will put them separate in my Etsy shop, so you can always pick which one you prefer. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so this little taggy, that's just a number on it. This is removable. I'll show you at the back. It's just a little number that I've put on so you know which is which. So these little taggies, I just punched some circles out of the covers of paperback novels, because what else are you going to use them for? And I've just stamped numbers on them and popped a little hole and string on them. I think they actually look cute. You can take that off and use that in your journal. Okay, so I've put some little wooden beads on the center strings of the middle signature. The beads are all kind of the same on all the journals. I think the green one is different because it's got green beads, but otherwise they're kind of the same. And if you don't like if you don't like dangly things on your journals, I know a few people don't, just snip them off. So let me show you. It's on the center page. So just cut the string there and use the beads for something else. If you don't like them down the bottom, you can flip it over and have them at the top. So it's kind of like a dangle on the journal. It's fine. I like them down the bottom though. Anyway, get on with it. I haven't put a closure because they sit really nice and I just didn't think they needed a closure. Plus also, I've left the covers blank so that you can decorate and embellish them. Okay, so this is just manila folder that I've just made a library pocket. I've left it blank as well so you can embellish. I've just popped some little tags. These are some little pre-made tags that somebody sent in a happy mail ages ago. I can't remember who, sorry if it's you. I can't remember, but thank you. Okay, so I've put 2 little tags in there. Coffee dyed paper. This journal is completely recycled, so I know these little tags were new, but they were given to me. But apart from something that may be new that was sent to me as a happy mail, all the pages, fabric, all of it is reclaimed. Even where you see blank photocopy paper for me. If you've been with my channel a while, you know I'm a recycler, so I don't even buy any new craft supplies other than paint and glue and maybe ink now and then. Yeah, paint, glue is pretty much all I buy. But my photocopy paper comes from my husband. He works in a big office where they have a photocopy room. If you work in an office environment in Australia, you know that a lot of the big companies will have a dedicated photocopy room and these great big blue paper recycle bins, and they waste so much paper. It's crazy. Anyway, usually they have a confidential bin which has a lock on it, so whatever goes in the slot you can't take out because it's confidential, and that goes for shredding. But then there's the blue general paper bins for recycling, and those papers, usually hubby every now and then will just bring me a pile home to use. And look, a lot of them have printing on one side or some printing on one side, but every now and then I find some blank pages, so it's like winning lotto for me. So yeah, even my photocopy pages, my blank pages that I coffee dye, have come out of the paper recycling bin at my husband's work. So all recycled. These are some little half pages, you know, end pages, or fly leaves in books that I pull apart. Just paper tab stitched. This is, okay, if you've never sat through my flip throughs, I can't help but tell you where every page is from, okay? And I do that because I want you to know, well, what everything is, and also maybe it gives you some ideas on where you can find papers for your junk journals, because you don't need digitals and you don't need to go buy new papers. There's like so much paper in this world around us in your day-to-day life. So I just say where it's from to maybe hopefully give you some ideas. Okay, so this was a homework book of my nephew's, and obviously he didn't hand it in that year. Oh, this is some gorgeous old stamp catalogue papers that I've got. I think this one was 1954, and the pages are creamy colour. It's all black and white. I love it. This is look, I collect every paper that comes in except junk mail now, because I've got too much. I've stopped collecting junk mail. But junk papers, yeah, I love random papers. So this, if you're in Australia, you may recognise. This is out of the census booklet. They delivered one to our household, but then you could do them online. So we did them online. So of course I crafted the papers. So I just think they make interesting background papers. If you're new to junk journals and you wonder what can you do with this, because it's printed on, lots of videos on YouTube already. Paint it, glue stuff on, pictures. It's just a background paper. If you wanted to write that day, you could write on a separate piece of paper and glue it on, and this is just a frame around it. Yeah, look up some journal with me videos maybe, and you'll get some ideas. This is some vintage writing paper, graph paper, scrapbook paper. This is one of the few times you'll see me use scrapbook papers. I don't use them often. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago I found a couple of books, all the same, at a charity op shop, and I picked them up, but Look, I must admit, I'm not a fan of scrapbook paper. I don't really know how to use it. It's just not my thing, especially when there's cutesy designs like watermelons. But I'm sure you'll figure out what to do with it. I couldn't help but pick them up because they were like really cheap, and I thought I would figure out how to use them. Some of them I've been actually jelly printing on. I should show you that. And the bits that show through are quite nice, so but you'll figure out what to do with it. This is a page out of a vintage German encyclopedia. Some vintage typing paper. Book page. This is school children's like writing papers. Paper bag, and just pop this in as a little pocket. And look, I had to put something in the pocket. I can't leave it empty, so I've just popped a page in from this little German stamp catalogue. These are so cute. Look, I'm going off on a tangent, I know, but this is probably why I lose my voice. I talk too much. But look, I have a lot of stamp catalogues, mostly the bigger ones, but I do have a collection of tiny little German stamp catalogues, which I just think they're gorgeous. Anyway, I had some dating back to the 70s, and I have put a couple in my Etsy shop. Can't remember, I put 3 or 4. But if you do want one, I've popped some in my Etsy shop. And this one I've kept for myself to just use. But I usually cut them out and make little embellishments and stuff like that. They're great if you don't have actual stamps, like postage stamps. But even you can just use the whole page for collaging. Anyway, so if you're new to junk journals and you come across stamp catalogues, if they're affordable, grab them. Oh, actually, let me show you this one while I'm here. Gosh, okay. This is another one. This one's a little coin catalogue. This one's all black and white, but the pages are a creamy colour. It's aged over the years. Isn't it gorgeous? I was going to make some faux coins out of this. Anyway, another project on my list. Okay, so I've just popped a little page in there for you to use for embellishing your journal. You can take that out and put whatever in the paper bag. These paper bags are a bit too wide for the journal, so I just folded it up and glued and stitched it down to size. If you're in Australia, you will recognise this. This is Gumnut Babies from May Gibbs' book. This was a really cute little Gumnut Babies diary. Aren't they so cute? It's really nice thick paper as well. Okay, this is the other side of the paper bag, and I've just put there's a poem in there out of a vintage poem book. You can use that somewhere. Writing page, book page, typing paper. This is German encyclopedia. So the writing's in German. When I say German, the writing is actually in German. Some coffee dyed stationery. Can I just ask, if somebody has this watermelon paper, what did you do with it? Please leave me a comment. I want to know what people have done with watermelon scrapbook paper. I'm so interested to know. These are scrapbook papers. They had some really outlandish pages, like, when I say outlandish, just bright and like this, watermelons and pineapples and rainbows and stuff like that. It's the other side of the census page, stamp catalogue. I love this stamp catalogue. I've got a few actually that I've been hoarding. Little half pages. coffee dyed paper. Okay, second signature. This was actually tea dyed paper. I attempted some tea dyed paper, but maybe I didn't make it dark enough. Well, for me, I like really dark dyed pages. This is like office diary, vintage hymnal music paper. I love making pieced papers. You know, like when you trim papers down, you've always got like these little strips of paper. I just chuck them aside, and when I get enough, you just glue the edges together, stitch them up, and keep doing that until you've got a full page. I just love how they look. This is from a purchase order pad. This is a paper bag. If you're in Australia, you may recognise this as a Red Rooster paper bag. I love their takeaway paper bags because they're really thick. And they're great pages for junk journals. This is some vintage math pages. Oh, this is another page out of that same scrapbook paper. See what I mean? Pineapples. So if you purchased this new, what did you do with it? Somebody tell me. Pineapples and watermelons. Book page. I think this was German. No, it wasn't. Actually, maybe it is. I'm blind. But yeah, I like that size page. This is some accounting page. They were quite wide, so I just did them as little flip outs. This was from some health and well-being diary or something. Can't remember where I found that, but they've got some nice pictures in them. Coffee dyed paper. Coffee dyed paper. They've all got these little inspirational quotes on them. Sorry, I'm not one for inspirational quotes. I find them too cheesy. I'm such a bloke, I think. Pretty Birdie stationery. I do love vintage maths, chemistry, physics, all those type of books, law books, engineering. This is the other side of the Red Rooster bag. And see what I mean? I think these make great pages. So yeah, start collecting your takeaway paper bags. Right, oh, that's the other side of the purchase order book. Pieced papers, diary. So as you can see, just a whole bunch of random different pages. This is some vintage typing paper. I love it. It's like, feels so nice. And the colour, that's the natural colour. This is what I mean. Collect papers from everywhere. These are junk journals, okay? They're meant to be made of junk. These were some train timetables that I found at my dad's that he gave me. So actually, if you coffee dye the train timetables, because they're all numbers in columns and stuff like that, they just make great pages for collage as well. This is coffee dye dictionary. This was like a great big pad that's like a sticky notebook that you pull off page by page. It's got like a whole week to a page, if you know what I mean. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Accounting paper. I think this was packing paper. Oh, this is one of the things that's different in each book. I came across a whole bunch of handmade cards that someone was giving away, and I've just been trying to use up some of those because I've got like this whole tub of them. So each one has a handmade card in there, but they're different. So, and these are on actual cardboard, so you can use it as a page, like write on it, if you know what I mean. Or if you glue that down, actually do a little half circle punch there, glue that down, you can use that as a pocket. Map page. Oh, actually, this was the Red Rooster bag as well. I thought it was packing paper. See, you can't even tell the difference on the pages that have no writing, like this one. It looks like brown craft paper, but it was actually also Red Rooster paper bag. These coffee dyed dictionary pages came out so nice. Look at that. I love them. Okay. Oh, and the little, oops, lost it. The little number, I've just put the number on there, so if you want, you can pick which one. I mean, like I said, they're all the same, but it's just held on there by a bit of washi tape that you can also reuse. Okay, so that is journal number 1. I'm not going to flip through all of them because they're the same, but I'll just show you the card or something that was different in there. What was different? I forgot. The card and the encyclopedia page. Okay, this is journal number 2. Same little beads. Actually, this one's got a darker brown bead in the center. I love this. This is vintage fabric. Really pretty. Okay, same. It's all the same. Of course, little May Gibbs diary pages will be different. Look at that picture. They're so cute. I don't know if people overseas know of May Gibbs Gumnut Babies, but all the Aussie girls, you'll know. Okay, so the encyclopedia pages, the German encyclopedia pages, will have different pictures, and the card. Where was the card? I forgot. Was it in the last signature? Oh, there. So this one has little green flower card. It's journal number 2. Number 3 is also maroon. So you can see I've used the same fabric, but look how different they are. I just love this fabric. I'll be really sad when I've used it up. Okay, number 3. So you can see same. This is the Gumnut Babies page. They're on a gum leaf. And the card. This one has a pink butterfly on pink flowers card. It's number 3. Okay, number 4 is blue. Same little beads. Look, see how pretty that is? Okay. Same. Gumnut Babies. Look how cute their little picture is. And of course, this health and well-being diary pages, they've got different little pictures on them. And the card in this one, blue with a little bird cage. Okay, that's number 4. And the last one, this is a dark green. Hope it shows up on camera. By some sheer fluke, when I ripped the fabric, I was ripping the fabric and gluing it on as I go. The last one was green for the green cover. See? Unplanned. It was a good fluke. This one I have put some green beads instead of the orange ones because I just thought it looked cute. Okay, same. Where are you, gum nut babies? Okay. This is the gum nut baby picture on number 5. So cute. And the little card. Okay, this one, oh, it doesn't really show up very well on camera. They're flowers, but it's embossed, like raised. You can feel it. Sorry, shadows, dark room, can't see. But yeah, it's just pretty much embossed flowers. Okay, so those are my 5 naked or writing chunk journals. I'll put those in my Etsy shop separately and I'll number them in Etsy, so if you wanted to pick a certain number, you can. So I'm going to put them into my Etsy super cheap and affordable. If you would like one, decorate it, make it your own, embellish the cover. You could put a little book plate. I'll put the link to my Etsy shop down below. And oh, and I also forgot to add, I will also put a little pack of just mixed papers, some fabric, beads, buttons, little odds and pods that you can use to help embellish and decorate your journal or other projects with each journal. I won't show those. I'll make it a surprise because I haven't made them up yet. But I thought I'll just let you know as well. They will come with a little pack of bits and bobs to decorate your journal. Thanks for watching. Bye.